Hey, fourth grade, Mr. Gambruti here with today's video. We're going to be focusing on area and perimeter and how to find area and perimeter of a square or rectangle. So let's get into the definitions of area and perimeter. Perimeter is the space around a shape. Okay, so we're looking for the outside of a shape. Keywords that we can look for in a problem are words like around, outside, or border. The formula to find perimeter is P equals L plus W plus W. L stands for length or the long side of the shape, and W stands for width or the short side of the shape. And then when we're doing perimeter, we basically just add all the sides. Now, area is going to be the space inside a shape. Keywords are going to be inside. Sometimes you might see the word cover. The formula to find area is A equals L times W. So whenever we're finding L, we're going to be multiplying the long side times the short side. So let's just take a look at an example together. So if I have a rectangle and the long side is 6 feet, the opposite side is also going to be 6 feet. Those are the lengths. And then the short side, or the width, let's say that is 4 feet. The opposite side is also going to be 4 feet. So if I'm trying to find perimeter, or the outside space around the rectangle, I'm going to add all 4 sides. So I'm going to go P equals 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4. And then I know 6 plus 6 is 12, 4 plus 4 is 8, and then I add those two parts together, which is going to give me a total of 20 feet. So the perimeter around my rectangle is 20 feet. Now, if I'm looking for the area, I'm going to be focusing on the inside of the shape. So that's going to be all the space here inside my rectangle. And basically, we need to think about it like an array, okay? This is basically saying I have 4 rows of 6. So here is going to be 4 rows, and then each row is going to have 6 squares. And so whenever we're doing area, we're going to use the equation A equals length times width. So my length is 6. I'm going to be multiplying that by 4. That is going to give me a total of 24 feet. And then whenever we're doing area, we have to square it. So we're going to put a little 2 next to our units of measurement. So area is going to be 24 feet squared. And what that really means is we have 24 squares that can fit in that shape. Okay, so that's going to be the difference between area and perimeter. Let's go ahead and take a look at some problems involving area and perimeter. And our big focus right now is determining, is this question about area or is this question about perimeter? So we're really going to be looking for some keywords to help us understand the difference between those. So our first question says, Herbert is decorating the bulletin board in the school's lobby. The bulletin board is 7 feet by 11 feet rectangle. So because the length and width are not the same, we know that it's going to be a shape of a rectangle. So whenever I'm problem solving, I'm going to be drawing a model. And then I'm going to be labeling the sides with what I know. So I know the long side is 11. And then I'm going to label the units. The opposite side is also going to be 11. And then I know the short side is going to be 7 feet. So I'm going to label both sides, 7 feet. And then it says he decides to add a black border around the entire bulletin board. What is the length of the border that he needs? So now this question doesn't specifically say, am I looking for area and perimeter? It gives me some clues, though, by using the word border. Anytime we see the word border, that's going to be talking about the outside. So you put the border on the outside of a shape. So since we're focusing on the outside, that is going to be a clue for perimeter. So we're going to use our formula, P equals 11 plus 11 plus 7 plus 7. We're going to add all the sides. So I know 11 plus 11 is 22. 7 plus 7 is 14. 22 plus 14 is going to give me a total of 36 feet. So he'll have to buy 36 feet of border in order to go around his bulletin board. All right, let's take a look at our last question. In this question, it says a restaurant has a rectangular patio section that is 8 meters wide by 6 meters long. They want to use fencing to enclose the patio. How much fencing will they need to go around their new patio? So I'm going to think about what shape would I draw my model. Well, in the problem, it says that it's rectangular, so that gives me a clue at what to draw. It says that it's 8 meters wide by 6 meters long. Okay, so when I'm drawing my shape, that tells me it's going to look like this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and label. And then I'm going to start focusing on keywords to help me. Is this area or is this perimeter? Area is about the inside. Perimeter is going to be about the outside. So they want to put fencing to enclose the patio. Well, I know fencing goes on the outside of whatever shape we're working with. So since it's going to be outside, this is going to be another perimeter question. So I'm going to set up my formula. I'm going to add up all the sides. 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 6. 8 plus 8 is 16. 6 plus 6 is 12. And that's going to give me a total of 28 meters of fencing. Alright guys, that is going to be it for our video today. Just remember, whenever you're doing area and perimeter, you're really looking to draw a model. You're labeling all 4 sides, and then you're looking for keywords within the problem to give you clues to whether it's going to be area or perimeter. Area is inside, perimeter is outside, and then we'll set up our equation using those formulas.